Should I start, Omkar?
Yes, ma'am, we are live now.
Okay. Thank you, Omkar, and a very, very warm welcome to all of you all, and thank you for attending this webinar. It is lovely to have you all here on this particular session, and we would be glad to take you through what is the research now talking about the markets and what are their expectations on MTF. They will give you a brief background on the markets and how do we go forward with MTF. After this, it will be followed by a brief product introduction. What is MTF, and then how do we take it forward? We'll also go through some new features that have been added into our IR platform on our mobile platform. So stay connected with us till the end. And we have Nagaraj Shetti from our research department, who is a senior analyst with us. And he will give you an insight about the market and also about MTF. So over to you, Nagaraj.
Thank you, Sharmila. Good morning, friends. This is Nagaraj from HDFC Securities Prime Research. I'm going to present you how the markets will discuss about how market has behaved recently and what are the current pattern in the market, how the market is forming the base, and I will show you the chart. And finally, we'll discuss about our past positional MTF, and we'll also discuss how the markets are placed to create positional bets on the markets in the broader segments. So to start with, on the Nifty, I will share one chart of the Nifty. I think my chart is visible, Omkar, right?
Yes, Nagaraj, it is visible.
Okay, yeah, thank you, Sharmila. Friends, this is a daily chart. What we can observe on the market over the last couple of months, market has been in a strong downside. Whenever the market Nifty has made an attempt to bounce, the selling has witnessed from the higher levels. That's what technically we believe the formation of lower tops and bottoms over the period of time. That indicates the strength of a downside momentum and the emergence of selling pressure on the lower highs. That was certainly not a good for the or long positions, create a long positions in the market as well as in the broader markets. The friends, what has happened recently over the last couple of weeks, very interestingly, on this is a chart what we can observe on the 4th of March. Market has made a Nifty has made a low of around 21,964 levels. Since then, the selling has been absorbed. We have seen some range bound action over the last 5-6 sessions. Market moved in a narrow range of around 22,300 at the lower levels, 22,600 on the upper side. Within this 300 points of range, market has moved and waited for the time. And today is a good day that market has bounced back with a healthy gain so far of around 240 to 45 points and currently trading higher. The overall chart pattern is indicating on the daily time frame, market seems to have bottomed out around 21,965 odd levels, and the bounce back, the selling momentum, what we have seen in the past, the lower tops, lower bottoms, and the emergence of selling pressure at the lower tops seems to have decreased right now. This is what evident from the range bound action. What we can see that market is consolidating, not a declining over the last 5-6 sessions. It was moving in a narrow range and today has broken above. This overall chart pattern is looking positive. This is indicating the bearish chart setup of lower tops and bottom is likely to end very soon or ended, and we are going to see the bullish pattern of higher tops and higher bottom. This is the same with on the weekly also, friends, the clearly indicating there was a sharp decline. We have seen there were a sharp decline indeed. We have seen from the lower tops, and currently market is finding a base on the weekly time frame at the lower levels. So on the front, we observe there is a confidence in building in the market for the longs, and we can expect that market to bounce back from the here onwards. Previously, we have seen market finding strong resistance at the immediate hurdles. Now, the immediate resistance of around 22,600 has been taken out so far, and the next hurdle of around 22,800 is going to be taken out decisively on the upper side. On that upside breakout, we have a next upside target of around 23,000 to 23,200 levels on the higher side. Friends, let's look at the mid cap broader market indices. This is the chart of the mid cap. What we can observe, the mid cap in the weekly chart is continuously hammering down from the higher levels. The long negative candle, which has been formed over the period of time with the smaller bullish candles on the weekly chart, that was indicating the strength of the bears. Now, the selling momentum in the mid cap seems to have halted, and the mid cap is forming the base around 47,000, 48,000 odd levels and bounce back. So there is a possibility of this higher bottom formation in the mid cap in the last couple of sessions is indicating there is a role reversal in the broader market indices, and a similar kind of a pattern has been formed in the small cap as well. In the small cap, this last couple of 2-3 weeks pattern is unfolding that there is a possibility of inverted head and shoulder pattern forming. This trend line is the neckline of the head and shoulder. These are the two shoulders, and the big middle one is the head. And once it small cap moves above the 15,400, 450 odd levels, then the sharp upside will ensue, as the inverted head and shoulder in technically are considered as an important bottom reversal. So, friends, these are the market outlook, Nifty and the broader market indices, and mid cap and small cap. What does it mean? Initially, over the last few months, we have been hesitating to issue the MTF calls, the positional calls on the broader markets, as well as large cap segments. And now there is a time has arrived. The overall chart pattern on the Nifty as well as in the broader markets are indicating the time has arrived. We should go for a aggressive positions. Otherwise, we would be a loser. Market will no matter once the market regains the strength, it will break above the 22,800, even the 23,000, 23,200 will be broken out on the over the period of time, and the substantial gains will be accumulated in the mid cap and broader market segments. And friends, I believe that this is the time we are in the opinion that we should start MTF positions aggressively, and selective mid cap and small cap and large cap stocks will have a buzz over the period of time. So I have a two previous and recently given MTF picks. I would like to share this one. We'll discuss on that. First one is the bar dynamic. I think this chart is visible. I hope this PPT is visible. Friends, this is the MTF positional pick. On 13th of March, we had given a Bharat Dynamic Limited at the rate of 1133.75. We are asked to add on dips around 1080. We have given a stop loss of 1047, and we have mentioned the target of around 1235 to 1305 for the 2 months. Currently, this stock, after the issuance of the call, the stock has came down and currently placed around 1122.23, well below the our recommended price. One can look to buy at this point of time. It's an opportunity to create long positions in the stocks at the lower levels. Friends, on the chart, what we can observe right now in the BDL. BDL chartically, it has been in a strong upside momentum recently, bounced back very well, currently placed at the hurdle of 200-day EMA, making an attempt to break about 200-day EMA. The selling has been absorbed with the range-bound action in the BDL, and I am expecting on the technically, we believe this range-bound action could be indicating a bullish flag type of a pattern, and the overall chart pattern is indicating there is a possibility of a decisive upside breakout in the Bharat Dynamics Limited above around 1120, 1130, 1125 levels. Once it breaks out, we could easily see the targets. We have mentioned the targets of around 1235, 1305 for the 2 months, and this is a good chart setup for creating a long position at this point of time. Friends, I have another one positions. This is Heikel. In today's session, 18th March, we have issued from the Prime Research, we have issued the Heikel. This is the MTF positional pick. We have issued this recommendation at the rate of around 390. We are asked to add on dips around 369. One can place a stop loss of 362, and our mentioned target is around 424, 442 levels in the next couple of months. So, friends, let's look at the chart pattern of Heikel, what it is suggesting. Friends, what we can observe on the chart is this is a daily chart. There was an accumulation was going on around 340, 360 levels. There was a range bound movement, and this has indicated that the completion of a downward cycle. After that, it has broken out decisively. It is clearly evident on the RSI and the volume that strength has begun in this stock on the upper side recently after a small consolidation pattern at the support of 10-week and 20-week EMA, sorry, 20-day EMA. It has bounced back again in today's session from the long bull candle. Overall chart pattern is looking positive. I'm expecting a further upside momentum in Heikel, and this upside momentum could take this stock towards the next upside targets of around 424 and the second target of 442 over the next couple of months. Friends, these are all the indications of the market and the couple of previous MTF, and I still reiterate that overall market setup is looking very positive, and we think that market seems to have bottomed out around 21,965, which was the recent swing low, and once it breaks about 21,22,800 levels, more upside is likely to come in the near term. So that's all from my side. Now over to Sharmila.
Yes. Thank you, Nagraj, and that was really helpful. And I hope our clients take this as an advantage and they start gaining some profits into the from the market, because we've seen actual bloodbath in the last 5 to 6 months. So this information is like bringing in some confidence into the customers who've probably lost money. So this is a time when they can start investing and make some money through MTF. So thank you, Nagraj. And yes, now I will take you through what is the product here. And I will just share my PPT. Okay. And yeah. So I hope just a moment, please. I hope my presentation is visible to all. We also have a chat box. So in case if you do have any questions, you can put it in the chat box. And then once this is over, we will take question and answers. So this is buy stocks, pay later. Now, this is also called as BSPL, or it is called as trade funding, that is MTF. So it means that you have to buy the stocks today and then you can pay later. So what we'll go through is the key features of BSPL, understanding the concept between cash and BSPL, what is MTF pledge, how is margin charged, how do you place orders, and then mark to market profits computed. So, what are the first key features of BSPL, or what are the key features of MTF? So, say for example, you have about 1 lakh of rupees, and you want to invest into the market, and you feel you have a very positive indication that this particular stock will go. Say today the price is 100 rupees, and the stock will touch 125. In probably 3 weeks or 4 weeks time, in a month's time. So you have 1 lakh of rupees. Now, what here you want to increase your potential to buy. So what happens is you bring in the 1 lakh of rupees, and we will give you a funding of the remaining 3 lakhs, where you can take a position on 25% of margin and buy stocks worth 4 lakh of rupees. So we will in the next slide go through how that is done. So it enhances your buying power, it enhances your profits too. However, it is also a caution, and that it may also have the potential to lose equally faster in case of a bleeding market like we saw in the last 4 to 5 months. So it gives you higher leverage to enhance your profits. Now, whenever we fund something, or nothing is free in this world. So whenever we fund something, it is there is a cost to it, and that is 0.05% per day on the outstanding amount till your position is settled. So say, for example, you buy something for say 4 lakh of rupees, where 1 lakh is yours and 3 lakh is funded by HDFC Securities. You keep this position for a month, that's 30 days. It's 30 complete days. So you will be charged on the 3 lakh of rupees that you utilize for 30 days into 0.05%. So now, okay. Some of the customers may want to say that they don't have cash, but they have a good, nice portfolio, a huge portfolio. And so what happens is, if you cannot bring in the cash, you can also keep your shares as collateral. So there's something into your demat, in your demat. So let your stocks start working for you instead of just lying there into their demat idle. So what happens is, you can also pledge these particular stocks, take a limit, and then take positions into the market. So there are two ways: either you bring in your own cash, or you get your stock and pledge as collaterals. So now, the stocks again against whom you are taking the limits, they are marked as pledge. So they're not freely available for you to sell at any given point of time. So such stocks, in case stocks which are pledged, you want to sell, you will have to close your MTF position and either convert it to delivery or settle the position, and then you can free your stocks which are as pledged. And this is also, MTF product is also available across our platforms, Empowered Mobile and Pro Terminal. Just for information here, our Pro Terminal will be sunsetting on 31st of March, for which we have a new a trading web platform which is available onto our website. So everybody using Pro Terminal can have a look at the new investor platform which is available. Log in, take a look. Please do share us your feedback, how it works for you. So, yes, now let's understand the difference between when you buy something in cash, which is your own, and you buy something into MTF, for which you have taken money, or, HDFC Securities has funded you. So, say for example, we'll take a very simple example. You have a stock A, which is at the cost of 100 rupees. You feel that this particular stock can go up to 125 rupees. You have 1 lakh of rupees. So what happens is, you can buy stocks worth 1,000. So after say a month or so, this stock reaches 125. When you sell this particular stock, 25,000 is your profit, deduction of the other charges which are available. Now, a similar thing when you talk about MTF, that is your margin trade funding. So you have cash worth 1 lakh of rupees. So you want to take 4 times the position. So you have 1 lakh of rupees. We will fund you 3 lakh of rupees. So in all, you get about stocks worth 4,000 shares into by investing 4 lakh of rupees. Now, when this profit is taken into consideration, what happens is that your profit goes from 25,000 was in the cash versus 1 lakh, which is into your MTF. So this is how you multiply. This is how you take advantage of margin rate funding. And as you rightly heard from our research, that they're very confident now that markets will turn around, and we will have good sessions here going forth, and we should take advantage of this particular product, which is your margin trade funding. So what is MTF pledge? Now, as per SEBI regulations, everything which is taken as margin trade funding has to be pledged. So earlier we had where customers used to go and approve these mandates, but now the process has completely become digitalized, and the day you take your margin trade funding positions in HDFC Securities, the next day we give you the payout of the shares, and these shares are then auto pledged. So there is no need for you to go accept the OTP and approve, and so the hassle of all this has been gone. And so now these are auto pledged. So the very next day you get the payout of the shares, and they are auto pledged. Now, how is margin calculated? Now, say for example, we will take the same stock, which is say 100 rupees. Now, you have this particular stock, which is 100 rupees. Now, the margin here is 30%. So, when you say that the margin is 30%, that means from that 100 rupees, you have given 30 rupees and HDFC Securities has funded you 70 rupees. And that is how you have bought something worth which is 100 rupees. So you've bought one share which is costing 100 rupees and you've bought that particular share. So this may multiply, you may buy this particular share in 1,000 or 2,000, 5,000, whatever is your capacity that you may want to buy. So now the margin requirement here is 30%. Now, assuming that the stock goes from 100 to 110, now, whenever the stock moves above your buying price, there is nothing that you have to do. Okay, that will, your old margin remains at 30 rupees. Whatever is your additional will be shown as a unrealized profit into your ledger. So that 100 rupees, which is additional, will be shown as an unrealized profit. Now, let's take a reverse. When your 100 rupees stock goes to 90 rupees, so what the system does, it will calculate what is the 30% margin required on 90 rupees. So when you say that for 90 rupees, the 30% margin required is 27. But remember, we've taken 30 rupees from you on day one. So what we will do is, we will return the 3 rupees back to you, and there is a loss from 100 to 90. So there is a loss of 10 rupees. So we will take 10 rupees and return 3 rupees to you. So ideally, we would take 7 rupees from you to adjust the particular loss and the margin. Now, the very next day from 90 rupees, it goes to 95 rupees. So the system will calculate what is the 30% margin required at 95. When this particular margin is calculated, so assumption it needs about 28 rupees 50 paisa. Now remember, we have taken only 27 from you. So there is a shortfall of your margin, which is 1 rupee 50 paisa. But the stock has gone up from 90 to 95. So what we will do is, we will take 1 rupee 50 paisa from you, which is the additional requirement of the margin at the rate of 95. We will give you 5 rupees back. So ideally, we would give you 3 rupees 50 paisa. Now, this does not come as a credit into your account. Okay. So please remember this, it's shown as the limit or over there. So this is how a calculation of MTF is done. Now, whenever there is a mark-to-market profit, that mark-to-market profit is shown as an unrealized profit. Whenever there is a loss, that is a mark-to-market loss, it is provided as a limit in the customer ledger. So this does not come as a credit to you, but it is shown as a limit in your ledger. Now, one more very important thing. Now that you've opened an account with HDFC Securities, are you eligible to trade into MTF? Now, the most important mandatory thing for you to trade into MTF is your DDPI activation. So in case if your DDPI is not active, you will not be able to trade into MTF. You will not be able to take a position into MTF. So what is DDPI? DDPI is a simple demat debit and pledge instruction, which when the account is open, we do share a link with you. And once you click on the link, after 7 working days, this gets activated into your account. Now, if maybe about 10 to 15 days back, if everything goes well, you will have this DDPI activation onto your mobile. So in case people who are not DDPI active will go ahead and take this particular Now, let us go through our revamped MTF journey. Okay, if you go to our Invest Right, you go to the App Store and download our latest Invest Right app, and you will see our new MTF journey, which has enhanced features for a better trading session. So, now here you will get square off alerts. Okay. So the moment your position is getting square off, here you will get a limit and it will tell you that your position is getting square off, convert to delivery, or you have to settle your particular account. Your second is we have a dedicated MTF dashboard. Now here, when you have a dedicated MTF dashboard, you have the MTF trading limits, you have available limits and utilized limits. I hope my screen is visible to you all. So let me check. Okay, we have some screen position in isolated and some disturbance in display. Okay, just a moment, sir. 1 second. So yes, I've just taken that particular position out here. So we have a dedicated MTF dashboard, and we do have MTF trading limits, available limits, and utilized limits. So please remember here, it is very important for you to understand that. Say, for example, you have got a cash of, say, 1 lakh of rupees, and we funded you say 3 lakh of rupees. So there you will be charged on the 3 lakh, which is what is the funded amount. So take for another example that you've gotten stocks as collaterals, and say you've got a limit of 50 lakhs. I'm just giving an assumption number. You've got a limit of 50 lakhs. But out of that 50 lakhs, you've taken a position of only, say, 20 lakhs. So your available limit is 50 lakhs. Your utilized limit is 20 lakhs. So what is remaining is 30 lakhs is remaining. So when you've utilized only 20 lakhs, you will be charged only on your 20 lakhs. You will not be charged on the entire 50 lakhs. So this is very, very important for you all to understand. So what is available limit? That means whatever is available for you to take your position. What is your utilized limit? The limit by which you have utilized and taken an MTF positions. Okay, so this is important, and you will be charged only on your utilized limit. Okay. So now you have count of open MTF positions. You also have the stock eligible list. So, we have n number of shares which are traded onto the market. Are they all eligible for you to take position? No. We have only about 850 plus stocks which are available for you to take positions into MTF. And these are all our exchange SEBI regulated stocks where you take your position. So then, say, for example, you have taken a position into MTF. Now you can see all your positions on the screen, which you have taken your position. So there is absolutely transparency when you want to go through what are your MTF positions, and it also helps you to make decisions quickly, because you at one go you look at what are the MTF positions you have, and accordingly you may want to take decisions accordingly. Now we have an MTF margin calculator. So what is a margin calculator. So take, for example, you want to buy a stock A. Please note, Tata Motors, what we've shown is just an example. It is not a recommendation. So say, for example, you want to take a position into Tata Motors. So you put in the particular stock and then you put in the quantity. Say you want to buy 10,000 worth of it, and you put in the price, and then you say calculate. So there it will give you how much you have to pay, how much HDFC Securities will fund you, and what is your total investment into that particular stock through MTF. So this is very important for you all to, understand that on what amount you will be charged, because whatever it says you pay is not chargeable. Whatever it says HDFC Securities pay, now here on the screen says it's 900 rupees. So you will be charged only on your 900 rupees. Now, what is the value that you buy? You're buying something worth 1,000 rupees. So this helps you give a very informed decision on how much you want to buy. You can play with the quantity. You can't play with the price, because the price is probably your market, or you want to take a position which is your limit order. So the quantity is where you can play. You understand how much you have to pay, so you know exactly that, okay, this is what I have into my account, so this is the number of quantity that I can buy. So MTF margin calculator is a very strong feature, which is very helpful for you to take decisions when you want to invest into MTF. Now we have an MTF research recommendation, absolute one page, which is exclusively dedicated to your research recommendations. So here what happens is we have a dedicated desk who keeps looking at the screen and, finds out something very valuable for you to take position. It gives you the script name. It gives you the name of the stock which you have to purchase. It gives you the potential return percentage that, okay, maybe after 2 months, this is your return. You'll get a 15% return, 20%, 25% return. And it also gives you the duration, that how long you have to hold this particular position. So this is an absolute research recommendation where it is absolutely free for you all. If you logged into your account, you know exactly that these are the recommendations which are come from a research desk. Now, once you have a position, it is very important for you to monitor your positions, because it's a stock market and you have a huge amount which is at stake. So it's important that every morning you really go and take a one look at your MTF positions. It will give you what is your overall gain, what is your overall loss, today's gain, today's loss, what is your estimated funding, your position breakup, the square of date, and number of days left. Now, please remember, when you take an open position, it is T plus 275 days. So 275 trading days. So you take a position today, which is 18th of March, you take a position today, and from here, you have 275 trading days for you to square off the position or hold the position or convert to delivery. Now, at any given point of time in between, say maybe after 30, 40, 50 days, whenever you feel that, yes, this is the profit that you have earned, you've seen your potential of your profit, you may want to square off this particular position, or you may want to convert it to delivery. So whenever you want to settle your position, either you place a sell order, it will sell accordingly. Your adjustments are done for your profits or losses or whatever it is, and then it is settled. In case if you want to convert it to delivery, you just have to click on the convert to delivery button. It will tell you this is the amount I have to get and settle your particular position. So monitor your position. Now, whenever you have monitoring of your position, say for example, you have bought multiple positions into MTF. You've got about say 10 positions into MTF. So you can see each position separately. So say for example, you have bought a stock, say HDFC Bank. Please, this is not a recommendation, people. So when you have HDFC Bank into your account, what it states is that you have taken a position on say for example on 1st of Jan, and you've taken a position on 31st of Jan, and you've taken a third position on 15th of Feb. So when this happens, you can see all the positions differently. Whatever dates you have taken the position, that particular dates are your position dates. So particular date positions are available for you to see them and then take your decisions accordingly. But please do remember, whenever there is a profit and loss statement generated, it is first in, first out. That is FIFO. That means whenever you sell, whatever you've bought first will be taken as your profit or loss, and accordingly your profit and loss will be calculated. Okay. So now convert to delivery. Now this is something which you all should know. You may want to convert to delivery at any given point of time. The last day for you to do is T plus 275 days. Before that, anytime you want to convert to delivery, you just have to click on the convert to delivery position. It will tell you what is the amount you need to bring in and settle it at any given point of time. Now, what are the benefits of a revamped MTF journey? Now, it gives you enhanced flexibility, it gives you increased transparency, and it gives you a very user-friendly experience. I would request everyone here to please go through the App Store and then download the new IR app, because we've upgraded our IR app. So requesting everybody to download the new IR app and go through a user-friendly experience, go through MTF, and definitely you would love to, trade on our new IR platform. So if you have to look at a research recommendation, how it has been performed, okay? So if you look at the E-margin here, it says that the success ratio has been about 75.8%. So that means that if you would have invested in all the stocks that were being recommended by our research department, on an average, you would have made a profit in the 75% average. So out of 100, 75 stocks would have given you profit at the expected returns, and the average number of trading days would be 12 trading sessions. So this is all that I would have to share about MTF. So what I here would request is, anybody here having any questions, please put into the chat box. Okay, if possible, send the presentation. We will download it. Was the presentation not visible? I mean, sure, we'll do that, sir. So we will definitely go ahead and do that, not a problem. What you can do is you can write it to our customer care with your official email ID, and we will definitely have the presentation for you sent. So we would like to take up questions here on MTF. So please do share your questions into the chat box. Anybody having questions would request to please put that into the chat box. Would request anybody having questions to please put it into the chat box. So, I don't see any questions here. However, there was a question. I would request the gentleman to please, have this. How much charges? Okay, there is a question here. How much charges for pledging shares from GP? So that is rupees 20 per share is the charge which is there from the depository. It is rupees 20 per share. Before MTF recommendations are made, do we fear insider trading? Absolutely not, sir. We do definitely take care of all these aspects because we follow all SEBI regulations when it comes to MTF. Now, whenever we do give recommendations, we do not give recommendations in all the stocks which may go up, but we look at, what are you paying? How much of the returns will you get? What is the duration capacity for it? The capacity, what could be the upside and what could be the downside. Now it's very important our research recommendations are given not looking more on the upside but more looking on the downside, because that's very important. And that is why, out of so many stocks, we end up giving 2 or 3 recommendations in a day. Every stock which goes up, we do not recommend as an MTF or as a recommendation even into equity. So I just hope that has answered your question. We do definitely take care of the insider trading. Then I have recently opened a trading and a demat account with HDFC, but till date, no RM has been assigned to me. I'm struggling even to get a copy of the CML. Can you help me to give me some contact number where I can get help? CML copy is requested by my existing DP to transfer my balance securities to HDFC demat account. Okay, so great. Thank you for opening an account with us. Apologies that you don't have an RM. My request is, okay, let me see if I can catch up. Okay. What I can do for you, sir, is if you can write down to our customer care, which is customer care at hdfcsec.com, you can write down if you do not know your trading number, okay. Uh, in case if you do know your trading number, write in the trading number. If you do not know your trading number, please put in your name, your contact number, your email ID, and your PAN number. So please do write into customer care, and you can write into me with CC me Sharmila.Kambli at hdfcsec.com. You may want to have a pen and paper handy. I will repeat that for you. It is Sharmila, Sharmila .Kambli, Kambli at HDFCSEC.com. We will definitely look into you getting an RM. And for the CML copy, sir, if you have a demat account with HDFC Bank, you will have to request this through HDFC Bank. If you just visit your HDFC Bank, there is a demat section and request them. It will be emailed to you within 24 hours. Okay, annual service charges can be deducted from portfolio. So I would like to request which annual charges would you be talking about, sir? Okay, if you could just write it. Unpledged charges. So unpledged charges are again the same, which is rupees 20 per share. Which are the target scripts? Is it large cap, mid cap, or small cap, or a mix of it? So, whenever we do give targets, we give a mixture of all these particular stocks which are there. We look at large caps, mid caps, and small caps also. And if you were there right from the starting of the session, we had a research, also putting in that all the mid caps would definitely move upwards. But yes, wait till the recommendations do come in terms of mid caps. But yes, large caps definitely will. Will the market recover from April 2025 onwards? Okay, as you were there onto the call, which started with the research analyst, and they definitely said very confidently that yes, market uh, we've almost reached to the bottom, and we will see a reversal of this particular market, and they were very confident to take in large positions into MTF. What is the total charges for using MTF facility, brokerage, etc.? So and we have an 18% brokerage, which is 0.05% per day is what you pay. And you have the other, regulatory charges, which are there on the account. Plus, when you take an MTF facility, you do have your pledge on pledge charges from your demat, and plus the annual depository charges that you may that you incur. Hi, can I sell the shares purchased in MTF? Also, what happens to dividends, bonuses on shares purchased in MTF? Uh, basically what happens is dividends is what you get. Bonus is whenever there is a split or a bonus. Before the particular split or the bonus, we do recommend that you square off your positions or you convert it to delivery. Uh, y- can I sell the shares purchased in MTF? Yes, sir, you can. You can hold this position maximum to T plus 275 days. 275 days here are your trading days. So it's almost over a year is what you can hold your positions. Interest rate is high, others are charging 9.75%. So, yes, our competitions are offering 9.75%. However, there you do not have a dedicated, a relationship manager served to you. It is a value plan which is being added. However, we do give you all the facility of a relationship manager who is available not only for MTF, but for your overall investment. So yes, that comes at a cost. And but however, in regards to your interest rate, you may want to discuss this with your relationship manager. So he will be more than happy to help you with the same. Is M2M loss to be paid in cash on the day-to-day basis? Yes, sir. Whenever there is an M2M loss, you will need to fund your particular account. And you will have a message that will come to you. Your RM will also give you a call that, sir, there is an M2M loss which you will have to pay. We do settlements on a day-to-day basis. Yes, you will have to get your M2M losses paid in cash, as in the amount is debited from the account which is linked to your trading account. You will have to fund that particular account. There is no cash which is taken in no cash in person is taken. You may also want to request your relationship manager when it comes to your M2M loss. Does my current brokerage plan apply for MTF positions also? Yes, sir. So whenever you have a brokerage plan, that same plan gets applied to your MTF position. As my HDFC SEC trading account is linked to my HDFC bank account, when I take a trade as MTF, will my cash be first utilized or limit taken by pledging my shares? So whenever you have pledged your shares and you have an available limit, that's what, when I mentioned the available limit, it will first take the available limit. It will not touch your account until and unless your entire limit has been utilized. Once your limit has been utilized, and again, if there is some amount which needs to be debited, then they would definitely debit your HDFC bank account, sir. Okay. Uh, Request anyone having questions to please, put them into the chat box. In fact, we had very good questions here. I'm very glad to help you all with your questions. And I hope I have given you answers to your satisfactory. Anybody here wanting to get some more information wanting to get about your details or anything, you may write into customer care at hdfcsec.com. Any more questions? Would request you all to please put that into the chat box. So rate of interest on MTF fund, which I just mentioned, it was 0.05% per day, which is about 18% per day, sir, per annum. Any more questions here? And so I don't think there are any more questions here at the moment. I don't see anybody um, putting in any questions. So yes, thank you so much, and it was really wonderful taking you through the session. And I hope the our research analyst has given you the confidence, enough to now you may want to take some positions into MTF and make some money for yourself. That's very important. That's the reason why we open our trading accounts. Okay, there is one more question here. By when can we get the recording of this particular session? So this recording is also available onto our YouTube, so in case if you do want to check it, you may want to get that. How do we register for MTF recommendations? So all MTF recommendations are free to our customers, sir, which is available into our IR platform, on our mobile platform. So we have a dedicated MTF recommendations available. So you may want to, if you have an account, it's absolutely free. You don't need to register it separately. Once you log into your account, you will see it yourself. And for the recording, this is available on the YouTube because this is live on YouTube at the moment. So I don't see any more questions here. And thank you. It was really wonderful addressing all of you all. And I hope this session has really helped you in getting some confidence coming back to the market and getting some good profits. And thank you so much for attending this webinar. And okay. So he says, thank you to you and your team. Thank you so much, Mr. Rajiv Bhatia. Thank you, Mr. Bhatia. It was lovely addressing the entire, people out here. And you all have a wonderful day and happy trading. Thank you.